There are too many courses already, or why would someone pay hundreds of dollars for your course when they can go onto Udemy and pay $20 or $30 for the same type of course? These are the exact objections and excuses and concerns that my friends and colleagues told me when I let them know that I was going to start writing my own courses to sell them online. And the problem with these concerns or excuses or whatever you want to call them, they have a core misunderstanding of why people actually buy courses. Now, what they say have an element of truth in them, in that there are lots of courses, and for my particular niche, which was Google Ads, there are literally hundreds of different courses that people could buy, including courses that were about 1/10 of the price of my course. But the facts are that didn't stop me selling over 3,000 courses inside the first 2 years of operation. So in this video, what I want to share with you is the 4 reasons for why people will buy your course. Because when you understand these 4 reasons, it then gives you the confidence to be able to build out the strategies so that you can get into the work of helping people through your courses. Because ultimately, as course creators, that's what we're doing. We are helping people learn new skills that they can apply to their lives. And that's why I love being a course creator. Now, just in case if we haven't met yet, and if this is your first time here on my YouTube channel, firstly, thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young and I'm from 7-Figure Coaching. What I'm going to be sharing with you on this video and through this channel is all of the lessons that I've learned in creating my own 7-figure course and how you can do the same thing too by becoming a 7-figure business owner through course creation and online coaching. Now, as you know, in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the 4 reasons for why people buy courses. But before you can get into that, you obviously need a course that you can sell. And to help you with that, I want to give you access to my course creation checklist, which is a list of all the individual tasks that you need to complete in order to not only write your first course, but also release it and get those course sales coming in. When you get that checklist, you also get access to my website planner guide, which is a simple but powerful questionnaire, which gives you the basis for the content that you need to include on your website. And then on top of all of that, you can also access a free 30-day trial to the platform that I use and recommend, which is Kajabi. And you can get all of those great tools and freebies just by following the link in the description below. All right now, let's get back into the 4 reasons for why people buy courses. And the first one, and this is probably the most important one, is that they want access to you. Now, as your profile and your audience grows, it becomes pretty much near impossible for you to be able to reply to all of the comments on YouTube or on the social platforms or to respond to all the different emails that you're getting. Yes, you can do that in the early days. I know I certainly did. But after my audience got to a certain stage, I just physically did not have enough time to answer all of the different questions and comments and emails that I was getting. But what I could do and what I still do is that I answer every single question that any of my students ask me. If you're part of my paid community, I review all of the questions and comments that come into that community 3 or 4 times a week. So you're going to get a very, very fast response time from me. If you buy any of my courses, I respond to any questions that are inside of those courses within 7 days because I check that every week. So regardless of how big my audience gets, I'm always going to be able to manage the comments and the questions that come inside of my courses. So that's one of the main reasons for why someone would buy your course, is that they do get that little bit of extra access to you. Now, if they take on like an online coaching, they take on online coaching for a higher expense, obviously that's one-on-one and it's really, really close contact. But even if they're just buying a course with no coaching involved, they still get that extra access to you. So that's the first thing to think of. People will buy courses because they want extra access to you, the course creator. Secondly, and this is a really, really important, and it's probably one of the most misunderstood ones, and that is that people buy courses because they want the easy to follow, step-by-step structure that a course provides. I don't want to burst your bubble, but the reality is whatever you are teaching is probably already out there on the internet. Yes, you're teaching, the way that you do things would be different. You may have some extra data. You may have some different case studies. You may look at the data in a different way, but everything that you've learned, chances are it's already out there on the internet already. I know definitely for me, there is so much teaching out there in the world of Google Ads and what I'm stepping into now, into the world of course creation. So why would people buy my courses on these subjects? And it comes back to understanding what the role of the course creator is. One of the core roles of a course creator or an online coach is taking in that vast amount of information and putting it in an easy to follow format where it has a really thought out structure where each individual lesson builds on the knowledge that they've learned in the previous one. So that is the core role of course creator. On my YouTube channel, which is all about Google Ads, I have about 200 different videos. So even on my own channel, there's so much different information there, which can be really, really hard for someone to pull together. Now, that YouTube channel includes a lot of my information, which is in my paid courses, but the difference with my paid courses and the advantage of buying one of my courses is that it lays it out in an easy to follow structure where I'm sharing the knowledge that you need at the right time. So remember, people will buy your courses because you're able to present it in a structure which is easy to follow, makes sense, and is the best structure for them to learn. Now, the third reason for why someone would buy a course is because they're able to learn easier in a longer format. Now, I know YouTube is already a long format, but if you take, say, for example, a YouTube video that runs anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, when you take that out and put that into a course where you've got 4 to 6 hours of teaching, there's a lot of different examples or test cases. You can even go into screen shares. There's a lot of different methods that you can use that don't really work on YouTube. And it can also become a lot more personal. So what I find, and this is true for the courses that I've bought that I've wanted to learn about other things, one of the big things that I really enjoy is that when you're in that course, it's just straight teaching mode. The instructor isn't at all worried about YouTube algorithms. There's no pop-ups and little B-rolls and things to keep the audience's attention. It's just purely on teaching. So that's the third benefit of why someone buys a course, because they like the longer format of what a course can provide. And then the fourth and final point for why someone buys a course, and this one may seem like a little bit of a weak or a funny one, but it's that they actually want to support you. Let me tell you a story of when I first was getting into this whole course creation thing. I bought another course. And when I bought that course, I'd already spent about 4 to 6 weeks of binge watching this guy's YouTube channel. I think I was watching 3 or 4 videos a week. I'd watched about 20 of his different videos and I'd already learnt so much. And by the time that I came to buy his course, it was literally like my way of saying thank you to him. So I bought the course, and while the course did help, I'd already learnt the majority of what he had taught me in his course. But you know what? I didn't care at all. The reason for that was because, as I said, there definitely was some extra access to him. There was also a very clear structure, so it really clarified in my mind how to do things in the correct order. And then, as I said in the third point, the longer form really allowed me to take that time with no ads and no pop-ups so that I could just focus on learning. But above all of that, it really just came down to that I wanted to support this guy because he had helped me so much. So don't be afraid and don't listen to the naysayers who say there's too many courses or someone's not going to buy your course, because remember, you need to understand the 4 reasons for why someone will buy your course. Once again, thank you for joining me. And remember, if you want to get that extra checklist to help you to create your first course all the way through to launching it, just follow that link in the description below. And if you want to learn more teaching on YouTube about how to write your first course, go through and watch this video right here. Once again, see ya.